Have you ever heard of a ritual where a bear is raised like a beloved child, only to be sacrificed in a grand ceremony? It sounds shocking, but for the Ainu people, the indigenous inhabitants of northern Japan and parts of Russia, this practice is one of the most sacred traditions they have. It's called the Iomante, and it offers a fascinating window into a worldview that is profoundly different from what many of us are used to. Today, we're going to delve deep into the world of the Ainu and explore the Iomante ritual. This isn't just about a bear. It's about gods, spirits, and the intricate relationship between humans and the natural world. The Ainu believe that the world is full of spirits or gods, which they call kami. These kami can take the form of animals, plants, or even natural phenomena. And among all these powerful beings, one of the most revered is the bear. To the Ainu, a bear isn't just an animal. It's a high-ranking deity from the divine world who has chosen to visit the human world in a temporary disguise. This disguise, the bear's physical body, is a gift to humanity, containing precious meat and a warm fur coat. But the real essence of the bear is its spirit, which must eventually return to its home among the gods. The Iomante is the sacred ceremony that facilitates this journey. It's a way for the Ainu to thank the bear kami for its gifts, and send its spirit back with honor, ensuring that other kami will be pleased and continue to visit the human world with more gifts in the future. The process of the Iomante begins in the most intimate way possible. When Ainu hunters find a bear den in the dead of winter, they might capture a young cub. Instead of being treated as a wild animal, this cub is brought back to the village and raised with incredible love and affection. It becomes a member of the family. The cub is fed the best food, often pre-chewed by the women of the household, and is allowed to play with the children. In some historical accounts, it's said that if a cub was too young to eat solid food, an Ainu woman would even nurse it herself, treating it literally like one of her own babies. Imagine that for a moment. A bear cub, a powerful wild animal, being cuddled, played with, and nursed alongside human infants. This wasn't just about taming an animal. It was about forging a deep, personal bond. The Ainu believed that the care and love shown to the cub would be remembered by its spirit. When the spirit returned to the divine world, it would tell the other gods about the hospitality and respect it received from the humans. This would build a positive reputation for the village in the realm of the kami. The cub lives this cherished life for about 1 or 2 years. During this time, it's not seen as a prisoner but as an honored guest. As it grows, it might be kept in a special log cage outside the house, but the villagers continue to treat it with reverence, offering it fine food and speaking to it with respect. The entire community participates in its upbringing, knowing that this special bear is destined for a sacred purpose. When the time for the Iomante ceremony arrives, it's a major event for the entire village. It's a time of both solemnity and celebration. Preparations are extensive. Special foods are made, and sacred carved prayer sticks called inyao are prepared to decorate the ceremonial space. The day of the ritual is filled with music, dancing, and prayer. The ceremony itself is complex and has many stages, each filled with deep symbolic meaning. The bear is led out of its cage with a rope and paraded around the village. This isn't a walk of shame. It's a procession of honor. The villagers speak to the bear, offering it gifts and telling it that it's time to return home to its divine parents. They explain the purpose of the ceremony, ensuring the bear's spirit understands that what is about to happen is an act of reverence, not cruelty. One of the key moments involves the men of the village shooting ceremonial blunted arrows at the bear. This isn't meant to injure the animal but to symbolically send it off. It's a performative act that is part of the ritual narrative. Then comes the most difficult part of the ceremony. The bear is respectfully sacrificed. This is done quickly and efficiently, often by strangulation between 2 logs, to cause as little suffering as possible. The Ainu believe that the physical body is just a vessel, and this act releases the powerful kami spirit from its earthly shell. After the bear has been killed, its body is treated with the utmost respect. It is laid in a sacred area and adorned with Ainu treasures such as traditional garments, jewelry, and more inao. The people offer prayers and gifts, asking the spirit to carry their messages of goodwill back to the divine world. They ask it to tell the other gods that the Ainu are good people who live in accordance with tradition. Then a communal feast begins. The meat of the bear is carefully butchered and cooked, and every part of the animal is used. The blood is drunk, and the flesh is shared among all the attendees. This isn't just a meal, it's a sacred communion. By consuming the bear's flesh, the Ainu believe they are receiving the god's power and blessings directly into their bodies. It's a way of physically and spiritually connecting with the divine. The skull of the bear is especially important. It is meticulously cleaned and decorated, often with intricate carvings. This skull, along with the inao, is placed on a special altar outside the house, facing east towards the mountains, the direction of the gods. The skull serves as a permanent gateway, a conduit through which the Ainu can continue to communicate with the bear Kemai. It's a lasting testament to the respect they paid to their divine visitor. Now it's important to understand the historical context. When the Japanese government began to expand its influence into Ainu lands in the 19th and 20th centuries, they saw the Iomante as a savage and barbaric practice. They imposed assimilation policies and, in 1873, officially banned the ceremony. For the Ainu, this wasn't just a legal restriction. It was a profound attack on their spiritual identity and their relationship with the gods. The ban forced the tradition underground, and for many years, the Iomante could not be practiced openly. This ban remained in place for over a century. However, in recent decades, there has been a global movement to recognize and protect the rights of indigenous peoples. As part of this, the Japanese government has started to acknowledge the importance of Ainu culture. In 2007, a landmark legal decision lifted the ban on the Iomante, recognizing it as an essential part of Ainu cultural heritage that deserves protection. Today, the Iomante is rare. The social and environmental conditions that supported it have changed dramatically. However, it remains a powerful symbol of Ainu identity and resilience. Some communities have held Iomante ceremonies in recent years, not just as a religious rite, but as a statement of cultural survival and revival. These modern ceremonies are often documented and shared, becoming a way to educate both younger Ainu generations and the outside world about their unique spiritual traditions. The Iomante challenges our modern sensibilities, but it forces us to look beyond our own cultural biases. It reveals a worldview where the line between the human, natural, and divine worlds is blurred. It's a system built on reciprocity, where gifts from the gods must be met with gratitude and respect from humans. The bear, raised with love and sacrificed with honor, is the ultimate bridge between these worlds. Studying the Iomante also provides incredible insights for archaeologists and anthropologists who study ancient circumpolar religions. Similar bear-centric rituals and beliefs have been found in other indigenous cultures across the Northern Hemisphere, suggesting a shared ancient spiritual heritage that revolved around this powerful animal. The Ainu tradition offers one of the most well-documented and living examples of this ancient worldview. So, the next time you think about the relationship between humans and animals, remember the story of the Iomante. It's a complex, challenging, and deeply moving tradition that reminds us that there are countless ways to perceive the world and our place within it. It's a testament to the Ainu people's profound spiritual connection to the world around them, a connection they are fighting to keep alive today. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the heart of Ainu culture. If you found this topic as fascinating as I do, be sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the incredible traditions that shape our world. See you next time.